What is up, everyone? What is up? How is it going? We are live here for the first time in, what, 3 years? First of all, let's make sure that we're good audio-wise. I'm a little rusty here. Haven't been doing this for a while, so make sure that you guys can hear me. So let me know if the mic is good and everything is good on that sense. And we'll go from there. Let's see here. I'm a little bit sick, if you guys can't tell by my voice. I'm powering through it. We're going to get through the stream. I got a little bit of a cough, so sometimes I'll have to cough. But yeah, once I can confirm everything's good on the chat, or the audio, and you guys can hear me just fine, then I will start to give everyone shout-outs like we always used to do. Like the good old days. Let's see here. I'm going to try to adjust a few settings while we're waiting. Let's see. A little quiet. You can hear me just fine? Yeah, I don't know if I can make myself louder. I might just have to speak up. I got one person, I got Blaze saying that I might be a little quiet. Lila says I sound fine. I'll wait for someone else to kind of be the tiebreaker to decide if I need to do something. I don't know that there is anything I can do. Did that. Looks good, sounds good. Okay, sweet. No, it's all good, Blaze. I just want to make sure, so you're all good. All right. Well, welcome back, everyone. I've missed you guys. Obviously, this is a big deal. Returning after like 3 years. Again, I am battling some kind of weird illness. I just got a scratchy throat and a cough. So we're going to battle through it. I didn't want to postpone tonight's stream. So you might have to deal with me coughing once in a while. I apologize for that. But that's just life, you know. So let's start out by giving shout-outs to those of you who have been in here. Some of you have been here for quite a while, which I very much appreciate. Belgium Warrior, first person to arrive at the stream. Appreciate you, brother. Lila, second person. Appreciate you. Meow1992. Now, some of you have changed your YouTube name, so you might have to remind me who you were previously, because I remember you. I definitely remember the Let's Go Hawkeyes. I remember that, but I don't remember. You must have changed your name, because I don't know who that is. And I have terrible memory. So you have to remind me your old username. But I do remember you. Lava, what's up, brother? Weather Balloon. The myth, the legend, big deal. That's right. That's right, baby. What is that? What is that name? Diligenic Domic? I don't know how to say your name. That's a tough name to pronounce. I'm not going to lie. Welcome. Obviously, Blaze. Welcome. Let's see. Man, am I behind? I'm curious how behind I am. Anyways, let's see. Let's keep going here. Real Life Skinwalker. What's up? Eli Buckmaster. Welcome, brother. Serena. Hi, Serena. How's it going? Vivis Symphony. If I'm mispronouncing that, I apologize. Vivis. I'm assuming the blue names are moderators, because all those people do look like they were moderators in my previous streams. The question I have, which I'm going to check real quick, which I'm just going to check on my my phone before we get started here. I just want to make sure I'm not delayed too much. It does create some annoying problems. I shouldn't be. Vivi. Okay. Let's see here. I'm going to... So I'm behind a little bit. probably 30 seconds. Well, it doesn't matter either way. We'll manage. At some point, I got a new computer, and so all my OBS settings and everything I had on my previous stream setup is different. So I had to reset up everything, and I think I got everything similar, pretty close at least, but we'll have to see how it goes. But yeah, I'll have to rewatch the stream and see how it sounds and everything like that and adjust. So we have a lot of videos and content. There's a couple pieces of cryptid footage / paranormal footage. I have a lot of paranormal tips. I've been, I may have been gone from YouTube, but I have not been absent from the paranormal, or not paranormal, I guess, but the UFO community. I've been doing some, a lot of research. I guess not really research, but just watching a lot of stuff, a lot of content, consuming a lot of content with aliens, and I've learned so much more of what I believe is real, true stuff that we can get into sometime. But different, types of aliens, what they actually look like. Going back through and watching Bob Lazar's old stuff. Everyone knows of Bob Lazar in his couple famous interviews, but I've watched all the old ones and he went on Joe Rogan. He did a lot of other stuff. So a lot of the guys that followed him as well. Dr. Greer, people like that. So I've been doing a lot of and then what's his name? Oh, the guy that of course I forget his name, but it's the guy that went down in an elevator shaft and actually had his fingers lasered off by aliens and shot and killed a couple of them. He got sent back up, was the only one that survived. He told the story. He had like level 1 security clearance, and he told this story to people. He held a couple events where he talked about this stuff, and then he mysteriously was found dead in his home with 2 gunshot wounds to the head, and it was ruled a suicide. So he clearly was killed. I want to say it was Schneider. I forget his first name. But yeah, no, that's a bunch of fascinating stuff. So at some point, I'd like to either do a video or a live stream discussing that stuff. But today we're gonna do Nuke's Top 5. I haven't watched any Nuke's Top 5 since the last stream. Not one video. I remember watching your videos and streams since it's gonna. Oh, appreciate that, man. That was a long time ago. God, what's it been, like 5 years now? Give or take. Yeah, we don't do politics here or any of that stuff. I mean, everyone has the right to their opinion. I certainly have mine, but yeah, it's just usually ends up causing drama and people being pissed at each other for what they believe in, which I wish we would go back in the days where everyone was kind of secret about what they, or private information. They'd hold that stuff close to the vest, but it is what it is. It's not the end of the world for me, but we got some Steel Reserve here, baby. Same shit that I always used to drink. The Dulce Basic, yep, that's it. Meow. That is the correct. It was Dan Schneider. Let me see. No, Phil Schneider. It's Phil Schneider. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Phil Schneider. That guy has a lot of interesting stuff that he talked about and discussed, and ultimately was killed for it. But yeah. Dill, are you in the I hate IPAs club, the love IPAs club, or the dude I don't care it's beer? Give me the. I hate IPAs. I think IPAs are disgusting, personally. I think you can drink if you like IPAs. I don't think any less of you as a person. But it's not for me. I'll tell you that right now. I'm a Bud Light guy. I like a few beers. Busch Light, Natty Light, Stella. I like You know, not a big fan of Miller, but IPAs, no. The combat stick or prep, dude. I still, for those who didn't watch the video, I still got. I still got this baby, gifted by Eli Buckmaster. I actually still have that crossbow, by the way. I actually need to hang it up in the stream, behind the stream in the background, Eli. But I haven't got around to that yet. But I have that. Actually, I've been keeping it in the bedroom for obvious reasons, in case someone ever breaks in. Which we've had people break into this house. So yeah, that is where we stand. I am curious. Okay. You like the strength of IPAs. Wish all beer were higher percent. I like. You like. I don't even know how to say that. Modelo, Blue Moon, and one of the ones you mentioned. I've never had a Modelo or a Blue Moon. I would be opposed to trying some darker ales. Like, I've had a Budweiser I did not care for. I just do not think I'd like Guinness. Gotta do a Minecraft. Oh, dude, I should do a Minecraft. I got a sick... So, me and my buddies at work, we made a Minecraft realm. And, I don't play a whole lot of games anymore. Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out, I'll play the shit out of that. But Minecraft, it's always a go-to, especially in the wintertime. And so we built a survival world, and then we got bored of it for, after about 6 months. We then turned it to creative. So this first world we built, mostly in survival, or I'd say half of it in survival and half of it's creative. And it's so sick of it. And then we just started another one last in November. And that one's still survival, but it's awesome. So, yeah. Is the quality, video quality good for you guys? Is it like 720p at least? Darkish Newt, what's up? It has been long. It's been like 3 years, I think. I've been busy. I got a new house, new truck, new dogs, 2 new cats. Me and my fiance, we've been busy. I've actually moved. Let's see. The last stream I did was actually in that house I lived at. We actually rented that one out. So I've moved. I've moved like 3 times. We actually moved to this. I think you guys knew about this, but it was like a big garage basically that my buddy had built, and it was like this dream man cave. Well, that's when I met my fiance, and they didn't have any windows in this thing, so it wasn't really fit for a female. It was like a guy's dream because it was just this giant open garage. Half of it was done up like a house. The other half was just a garage, and it was like 25 by 50 feet, 25-foot high ceilings. It was just a giant garage. There was just a wall separating the 2 sides. And so, we had to move to find something more realistic, and then that's when you guys see me last. So yeah, Milo Simpson. Milo, are you Milo Simpson? Yeah, you're the Milo I know, right? It's Milo Simpson drum. Yeah, that's you fucker. What's up, dude? Eric Kennedy, what's up? Again, for those joining, I am sick, so I sound fucked up right now, and I do have a horrible, nasty fucking cough, so I apologize. Ashley Rose, what's up? How you doing? It's been a long time, indeed. How's life? Eric Kennedy, I don't know if I already gave you a shout-out, but if not, you get a second one. What's up? How's Tess? Tess is doing good. Tess is, she's like 10 years old now. She's pretty old. We actually have two new cats, Peter and JJ. I don't think you guys have seen. As a matter of fact, I don't think I have streamed since Peter has been born. He's like a year and a half, maybe 2 years old. We actually found him when we lived in our last house. He was across the street in tall grass. He was just a little tiny little kitten. And my fiance comes in and she's like, don't be mad. Don't be mad. I'm sitting out. I think I was waking up or something from a nap or something. I was like, what the hell? And she has this nasty little white and gray kitten. Because it was all, nasty looking. And I said, no, get that thing out of the house. And then eventually it turned into, he's my baby boy. Yeah, she's still doing good. She's, right now, I might be able to find her at some point in the stream. I'll try. But now that we have the dogs, when the dogs are out downstairs, the cat's gonna hide. Tess is a grumpy bitch. She hates the dogs. But I'm sure you guys would love to meet Peter because he will want to come in here and say hi at some point. If you ever want to go cryptid hunting, I've got a lot more equipment than across. Oh, I bet you do, dude. I have no doubts about that. I would like to do a proper, like, I've always wanted to go to. Me and Eli were actually communicating about a week or two ago about the place in Alaska. And Eli, I already forget the name of it. We had talked about it in the streams previously, that abandoned town in Alaska where the Bigfoots took over and killed a bunch of people. I always thought that would be a sweet, like, thing to go do. But it'd be dangerous, but that'd make it fun. What happened to Paco? He's actually right here. Right here. That's Paco. I'm going to get him an actual chair. But yeah, he's chilling. He's chilling. I know it's probably hard to see for you guys. I don't have I should get another light. At some point, on my next stream, I'll add another light that shines on him so you guys can see that. Ashley, she probably misses you too. She knows most of you. I mean, not really, but you know what I mean. She does. She does, but she doesn't. You guys were the OGs. Portlock, Alaska. Yep. Portlock, yep. Appreciate that, Blaze. Very kind of you. Yeah, I mean, I used to stream 3 times a week, and it was fun. And, back then, I had a lot more free time. Now, I don't have as much free time. I still got free time. It's not like I'm some busy motherfucker, but I do, I got responsibilities now. I got animals. I got a wife. Well, not a wife. I keep saying wife, but we're not actually married. Soon to be married. But, I gotta prioritize my woman. I gotta prioritize my animals. So I can't stream 3 times a week anymore like I used to. But yeah, those are the days, man. Those are fun. I miss streaming, and I've always missed streaming. I've missed making videos the most, to be honest with you, because I love doing that, and I just it got to the point where I was like, The one place we lived in, I didn't have internet, so I couldn't do anything if I wanted to. The last place I did, I kind of came back to streaming, and then life got in the way. But now things are chilled out. I'm relaxed. I got plenty of time on my hands. So we're gonna start with once a week and then go from there. But I'm happy that my streams brought you a good time. Still grave digging. Yep. Still same job. Still same job. But yeah, nothing. I mean, nothing crazy going on other than we moved into this house and that's a whole process, and we actually got my fiance's. We got her a Subaru Forester just the last weekend. So it's been car shopping a lot of time. I get my new truck, which I know I kind of showed you guys in the stream, but I'm a big fan of older trucks. I love the 98 Dodge Ram. It's one of my favorite trucks of all time, so I had to get it. Only got 98,000 miles on it. It's a beautiful truck. So I actually get new tires put on it tomorrow. So I appreciate that, Eric. Yeah, we'll catch up for a couple more minutes, and then we will, like I said, we will watch some Nuke's Top 5 tonight. I usually, I can't remember where the hell I had a timer. I used to show me a timer how long I've been live. Oh, there it is. Okay, I see it. So yeah, usually the first 20 to 30 minutes of each stream, we just talk, hang out, and then we get to the videos. We let people join in. But yeah, I'm excited. We got 14 people in chat right now. I wasn't sure honestly if people would come back. I was like, kind of, and that's kind of why I didn't come back sooner. I was like, well, I'm probably long forgotten by now. So everyone that's in chat right now and everyone that's about to join or does join or whatever, watching this back in a replay, you know, I do appreciate you guys really. You know, it means a lot. A 98 with less than 100K. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, it's, yeah, a 1998 Dodge Ram with 98,000. It's got 102,000 on it now. But yeah, and it's got a perfect running engine. I've had to do some work to it. Just stuff that, you know, I had to put a new fuel pump in it. You know, it needs a new, I got to put a new leaf spring on it. So it's this, you know, anything motor related, it's perfect. Everything else, it's just an old truck, you know. But 1989 Lincoln Town Car, man, leveled cars, 75. Yeah, damn, 75,000 miles in 1989. That's crazy. Oh fuck yeah, I appreciate that, Blaze. Yeah, bring them all back. Yeah, we need all the people we can get. I got a couple videos that I have seen, you know, and you know how I am. I'm very skeptical about aliens or UFOs or any of that shit. I believe in it, but I think you have to wade your way through 99% of bullshit to get to the real stuff. I have seen 2 or 3 clips kind of recently that I'm not going to show off today. You guys maybe have seen them, but I want to potentially make a video on them because they are so genuinely, like, I think real and creepy, and it excites me. It's rare that I see clips anymore that I'm like, holy shit, because, you know, on Instagram, I'm a TikTok hater. I can't stand TikTok. I'll voice my opinion about that way too much probably, but Instagram superior, far superior. But anyways, they have a lot of creepy clips accounts on Instagram that I follow, and once in a while, I something comes across my desk that I really enjoy or believe, which is kind of rare. Usually, I think most things are fake, but you know, and even if they're fake, I do enjoy a good quality fake. If it's something that makes me that scares me or makes the hair on my arm stand up, I appreciate that still. I think there's still a good use of fake videos. You know, I made a fake video accidentally. I didn't mean to, but you know, here I am. You have a 2004 Forester, had less than 50K on it, and was in great condition. Hell yeah, that's awesome. So you liked it then, huh? All right, we'll chat for about 4 more minutes. 4 more minutes, and then we'll get started with the video. We got several Nukes Top 5s. I mean, we'll probably stream for a couple hours tonight. We might go longer on Friday nights. Tonight, I'm going to keep it at 2 hours, just because I can only cough so many times. I'm not even, like, I'm trying to cough, like, not loud. Did I ever end up going to the Lava House, or the Lava House, Axe House? No, I didn't. I really want to, but, you know, I'd have to go with a group of people, because the prices are ridiculous for staying the night. It's so stupid. You know, going with a person or two, it would be pretty good. Lava comments, your OG video is a great example of a well-done fake. Yeah, and see, and for the time, for sure. I can't believe, when I posted that, you know, for those who don't remember, when I posted that first video, I had a YouTube account, but I didn't post videos. The only purpose of that was to upload it so I could send it to my buddy. Because, and I don't know, it's because, you know, I had to edit it, and I can't do that on my phone. You know, I had to do it on, like, a software or something. So I uploaded it, sent it to him as a link, and then I forgot about it. It was whatever. And then until, like, 7 months later, I was getting notifications on my email that I have a subscriber. Someone commented. I'm like, on what? So I checked the video and I had like, at that time, I think 1 point something million views. So, yeah, accidental fake. Well, a purpose fake, but I didn't, you know, my intention was not to get a channel from it, but I just rolled with it, and here I am. You guys have to let me know if I'm lagging at all. YouTube seems to think that my internet's good. We have a good internet service here. I get like, I don't even fucking know, honestly, but I know we get good internet. But let me know if it's not streaming well. Go with your fiance and film it. Small groups creepy. She would. Unfortunately, I don't think she'd ever do that. I would have to go with someone that's not as scared. So I'd probably have to bring a buddy or something. But no, I agree, Ashley. The smaller the group, the better, 100%. I would ideally like to go with just one other person. Ideally. Because, you know, obviously, and I've always said it, the more people you have, the more chaos there is. So, Dookie's bottom 5. You got to be a scare actor last fall? That's badass. Dude, have we been a channel for 7 years? Is that how long it's been? 2026 to 2020, that's... I guess I was streaming in, like, 2019. Man, that's crazy. I honestly thought it was, like, 5 years. Dude, that's crazy. 2019. That's crazy. Ashley, have you ever been to maybe I was thinking you've been to the Villisca Axe Murder House, or maybe you wanted to go. I can't remember. It was one of the two. I thought someone here had been to the Villisca Axe Murder House. Was it you? Where is the Bowl of Death? Oh god. The Bowl of Death, we can bring him back. I hate the Bowl of Death. You guys are so horrible with picking the last one. I can't remember all 5 ingredients, but it was the kombucha and that what was that white stuff that I had to eat? It was like that white tasteless, but it was like a block of Play-Doh, but it was edible. I don't know. That was horrible. That was the worst one I've ever done, dude. I have a horrible gag reflex, so eating things that are gross is so insanely tough for me. We will do more, but I have to get monetized first because we'll do the same reward-based system, $1,000, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But I have to get remonetized. My YouTube lost its monetization privileges because I just didn't post. So, which I don't know how long that will take. We'll see. But we will bring them back eventually. Yeah, the kombucha, dude, that was so gross. That's badass, Eric. That's badass as hell. My son's going to be 9, and I remember watching. Oh, really? Man, that's crazy. He was probably like what, 5 years old? 5 years old when I was last like streaming. Maybe even 4. There was a figure in the background, yeah. There was a figure in the background. I mean, that house was haunted, I guess. Tofu, yes. Tofu. That's not, dude. I'm gonna make I'll do sardines. I can't do. I would actually rather not do kombucha than tofu. Kombucha was that tasted like nail polish. I don't know how, or nail polish remover. That is something I don't personally believe a human should be drinking. That tastes like a chemical. Ugh. Yeah, no, I appreciate you, Blaze. Save your money for now. Like I said, I don't know how long it'll take to get the super chats back. But I'm not too worried about it right now. Eventually, yeah, it'll be cool to have that, because I think it opens up a lot of opportunities for us. But we'll just chill until then. Um, oh, you were going to go, but you never go. Okay, gotcha. Tapioca pudding. I think we had that too. I think we had tapioca pudding. That wasn't as bad. Like the tapioca pudding wasn't bad. The um, sardines weren't even that bad. The smell of sardines is the worst, but the taste isn't the worst. You know, I can like stomach it. Um, so they're still terrible, but living near cornfields. Yeah, actually, we're so right now we're not anymore so close to cornfields. We're in the middle of a city, kind of. Not like a big city, but a bigger city in Iowa. Um, so no, but we have our issues in the neighborhood. Not our neighborhood, like our street's fine, but we've had a couple people try to break and enter into the house. So yeah, the first day we moved in, I actually thought someone was in our. I had heard rumors that there was what do you call them? The people that squatters, the people that move into empty houses. I heard rumors that there was somewhere on the street a squatter was living in an empty house, and our house was for sale. That one that we bought. I'm like, oh great. And so we move in. I took that week off, and I was putting furniture together and getting everything, and I heard something walking upstairs, like in the attic. I'm like, what the fuck? And it turns out it was just the dog, our oldest dog at the time, Sadie. She was in her kennel, and I wasn't used to the noise. She must have had a bone in there or something, and it sounded like someone was walking. And I was like, dude, no fucking way. But crisis averted. No one was actually in our house. Oh yeah, dude, that neighbor that was rotting away underneath me. Yeah, that was creepy. I actually saw like that big shadow that like sunk through the floor at like 3 a.m. when I used to work at Target. Yeah, it was scary. Kombucha is good for your stomach. Is it really? I have no doubt it's good for you. The way I understand it, some people like kombucha, and some people can't stand it. I think it's the same with cilantro. Does anyone here, like when you eat cilantro, it tastes like soap, like dish soap? That's what it tastes like to me. It's disgusting. I can't touch cilantro. Ooh. Nope, Lila got no explanation for that. Uh, that was unless it was someone fucking with me. I had a couple people in the house at the time. Well, not at that exact time, but living there. So unless they were fucking with me and just didn't, I was pretty drunk by the time the treatment ended and I went to bed. So it wasn't like an intruder or nothing because all the doors were locked. So tripe, Oregon. Oh, no, I believe you. That sounds nasty. Organ meat. Ugh. Yeah, it'll have to be something I can get at like a grocery store. Will my fiance be on streams? Potentially. She's very camera shy. So I mean, potentially, if I can convince her. She was actually on. If you guys want to see what she looks like, she was on the. It was like 2 or 3 years, 4 years ago maybe. She was on the Halloween stream. If you guys remember that. So you like cilantro, but your husband tastes it. See, that's when we go to Mexican restaurants, and I love Mexican food. I'll always order enchiladas, no matter what. That's like my favorite fucking food. And we went to this place called Amigos, and they put a bunch of cilantro on it, which they didn't say anything about that on the menu. And I brushed most of it off, but it had like soaked into the thing, and you know how tiny and little they are, so you can't get it all off. And it ruined it. I couldn't eat it, and oh man, I could puke thinking about it. Cilantro in the bowl of death. Oh, yeah, that'd be bad. I would do it, but that'd be horrible. What's up, Pamela? What's up, Kurt? I think we're going to go ahead and get started now with Nuke's Top 5. I don't know if Nuke's Top 5 is still any good. I remember back in the day he had some good videos. What's up, Milo? But best food in Iowa? Ooh. Like, do you mean like best food place, like restaurant, like local to Iowa, or like what do you mean? Because man, that'd be tough. I don't know if it's a local place. I gotta look. I do have a place that's my favorite. Let's see. Oh. No, that's not local at all. Okay. My favorite restaurant to go to and eat is Longhorn Steakhouse. Longhorn Steakhouse is, man, that's so good. They have the best steaks, and they have the best mashed potatoes, and they have the best broccoli. That's my favorite place to eat. Olive oil has a perfume taste, and it makes... No, it does. No, I get that. Tripe is the stomach lining at cow. God, why? Why would you eat that? It's like, like cow tongue. Like that is so... Ugh. How do you cook a cow tongue? It's so thick. Ugh. Or like a Rocky Mountain oysters. I would try bull testicles. I would try them if they were cooked right. I wouldn't cook them myself. I don't know how to cook them, but I would try. I've heard they're really good. But yeah, that's probably the most exotic to go. All right, I think we'll get to the video here. Like I said, I don't know if Nuke's Top 5 has been worth a damn lately. Because you guys remember we used to watch when there wasn't a Nuke's Top 5, there was... Whoa, what was his name? Obviously there was Chills. There was... Oh, it was like something pig. Something pig. Oh, what was it? His content stuff was related to pigs or something. Or like pig was in his logo or name. I forget. You're Polish and you grew up eating kielbasa. The intestine natural casing, that doesn't gross me out so much, I guess. Yeah, Chills is... Slapped Ham. Yes, that's the guy. That is the guy. Thank you, Blaze. Slapped Ham. Yeah, Chills is such a... Oh. And now it's a bit, I get it. But, like, man, back then when it wasn't, like, so sure it was a bit, it was so hard. I mean, it still is bad because he still uploads 1,000 videos. I guess I don't know about anymore, but at the time, he would upload 1,000 videos with any clip he could possibly find that weren't even that, scary. Actually, they weren't even scary at all. It was the opposite. Kielbasa, gotcha. All right, we're going to go ahead and start. Let's see. There we go. I might have to adjust my volume here.
Many people who have traveled...
Let me know if I need to turn Nukes up for you guys or if he's just fine, by the way.
...through the tunnel report that they have seen the ghostly figure of a woman holding
that's
her
fair,
baby.
Ashley. That's fair. He's
Others report hearing odd, unexplained wails and moans. Because of this, locals started referring to the Schrader Tunnel by a very different and much creepier name, the Crybaby Tunnel. So, Levi Woodruff is intrigued by the spooky stories.
Chilling scares. Oh, okay. We'll have to check that out then. Is it so? It's genuinely some good stuff. Then I assume. You pronounce it kielbasa. Yeah, we'll have to check out Chilling Scares then. I'm totally open to new content for sure.
And sets out to explore the Crybaby Tunnel late one night. As you might imagine, it did not go well.
So I've been down in here in a place called Crybaby's Tunnel. It's a place that's local around my area. And they say she got hit on the tracks with her baby, or her body was dumped right there in the creek down here. There's something dead right there. Bro, there's something dead right there.
Dude, come on, show us. What is
It's a
it?
dead deer.
Oh, dead deer.
It's a dead deer. I've been out here forever trying to get stuff done. This place is spooky. Is anybody out there?
Okay, first of all, like, what does the deer look like? It just died of natural, like, is there wounds on it? Like, that's something I would address. Alcohol's kicking in. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. I just started, so hopefully it takes away some of my cough.
Hello? Right. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Hell no.
In the pitch black
Okay, so, like, I get that that's creepy and everything, right? Like, you hear a baby crying, but, like, what is a ghost baby gonna do to you? What is it gonna, even if it was an alive baby, what's it gonna do to you? It ain't gonna do nothing. It ain't that scary. I mean, it's creepy, but I promise you with everything on my soul, I would never run away from that. If it's like, I'm saying, you come around the corner and there's like a disfigured, like, woman with, like, no clothes on, and she's like at her, like, she's doing that weird thing with her arms and disfigured. Yeah, then actually, I still might knock her out. Okay, I still might knock her out. If we're talking like a 260-pound creature, like, I can clearly tell it's bigger than me, then maybe I'll run away. But a little baby, come on, like, go, like, find the source of that. It's probably fake.
darkness of the tunnel with nothing but a flashlight, Levi
that?
suddenly
Ashley Hill.
hears the disturbing cries of a baby. Familiar with the spooky stories about the tunnel, Levi makes a run for it.
I agree, Eric. I
So
agree.
could these cries belong to the spirit of the baby that tragically passed away at the creepy old railroad tunnel? And is the ghost of the baby's mother also inside?
Ghost baby versus hydrogen baby. Yeah, that'd be one hell of a matchup.
Just waiting for someone to come in.
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
The House of Light and Shadows.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would lean towards fake on that one, but I don't know. It almost seems too good to be true. And he ran away. He ran away without seeming that scared. You know what I mean? Sometimes you can hear when the person is genuinely scared for their life. You can hear it in their voice. You can hear their voice quiver. That one didn't really seem like that. I would lean towards fake on that one. I think we used to have a rating system. Did we not? Did we not used to have a rating system? I don't know how, like I said, the lag, or not the lag, but the delay on the stream is. I would give that one like a solid 5. Yeah, I mean, look, it's creepy. A crying baby is creepy, but I don't know. I think a crying, like, if you guys played for, was it Left 4 Dead? The video game, was it Left 4 Dead? With the crying witch? That's what made me kind of scared of the weeping woman sound. That was creepy. Chad Ironballs. that name still is funny to me. What's up? What's up? Long time no see. 2-4. Yeah, it looks like you guys aren't really buying it either. Okay, that's fair. CRA gloves versus dude. I still got those. I got those gloves back there. That black whatever you want to call it, the storage shelf thing. That's basically the Eli Buckmaster shelf. All the stuff he's sent me over the years is on that shelf currently. So yeah, It's like the defense cabinet. Exactly, Eli. Exactly. Yeah, Left 4 Dead Witch, dude. That was so scary back in the day. As a kid, that was terrifying.
TikTok creator Anthony Yamada has dedicated his TikTok page to making videos about life in Japan and the available homes and real estate there. In one of his videos, Anthony is giving a tour through an affordable 4-bedroom home in Fukuoka City, Japan, when this happens.
Here's what $760 gets you in Fukuoka, Japan. Now today we have a classic Japanese home, starting with a very nice tatami room. This house will run you a monthly rent of 12 man. This 4-bedroom home is in a wonderful location. 3-minute walk
Clearly, you could tell this is just for an advertisement to get people talking about it. It's not real, obviously.
away from a supermarket, electronics store, and convenience stores.
Did you see it? Well, Anthony didn't. But soon after he enters, a shadow can be seen moving around.
Like, there's
and
no way.
standing behind.
There's no way. And, well, okay, I won't make the comment. But there's no way that you have working eyeballs and you don't see that, okay? Yeah, Left 4 Dead, which always, yeah, for sure. 0 to 10. I can already tell you this is a 0 for me.
The translucent Japanese-style wall. But when Anthony looks behind the wall, there's no one there. But Anthony didn't notice any of this until shocked viewers quickly flooded the comment section, wondering if the reasonable price of only $760 a month for a 4-bedroom home in a large popular city has anything to do with that. Some viewers even jokingly ask if the ghost is included with the house. Now, is this a Japanese ghost or not?
Dude, that ghost definitely skipped leg day. Those are some tiny little legs.
And would you pay $760 a month to live with one? I'll leave that up to you to decide. Reaper.
Yeah, 0 out of 10. That was horrible. That was stupid. You have 4 bowl of death ideas saved in your phone. Good lord. That's scary. That's gonna be a bad day for me. Yeah, we'll definitely get back to those kind of things, but like I said, let's get the channel monetized. I can't remember. There's like the requirements they upped even more. You need so many views and channel hour visits. Ashley, you don't even mind the ghost? That's fair. That's fair. I mean, he looks like a friendly ghost. Audio cutting out for you, Lava? Sometimes I gotta make sure I don't hit my audio good on your end. Huh, weird. It's probably on my end. It most likely is. Like I said, I gotta work through some tweaks on my streaming setup thing. But let me know if it gets worse. Bunch of zeros, yeah, this is bad. This chick's face is creepy.
TikTok user Jess is a certified nursing assistant. One night, she's working the late shift in the psychiatric unit at an old and allegedly haunted children's hospital in Maine. She spots something that sends a chill down her spine.
Okay, there's nobody here, right? Nobody here. What is that? Because it is not me. This is me leaving, closing the door. What is that? And here comes the door back opening. And nobody's there. But yet. Hi.
A dark human-like figure can be seen standing in front of Jess in the hospital hallway mirror. But there's no one there. A TikTok commenter points out that she might be seeing the image of a Reaper, there to collect someone to take their soul to the other side. Jess confirms that, strangely, one of her patients actually did pass away the following day. It's worth mentioning that Nurse Jess has never posted any paranormal content on her TikTok, and has only ever shared videos about her life and experiences working as a certified nursing assistant. So could this be a Reaper caught on camera? You decide.
It's either a Reaper or it's Serena. It's one of the two. No, I actually think that one's decent. I think that'd be... I don't know how you'd fake that, personally. I'm sure it's possible, but it doesn't seem like an easy fake to me. And with the whole mirror thing, I've heard a lot of things with mirrors, and mirrors being able to access, like, I don't know about access, but you can see things in it that you can't see with the naked eye, potentially, or a camera can. So, I don't know. I'd say that was like a... I would say that's like a 6 for me. It's not like that scary, but it's plausible. True. Yeah, that's right. Oh, did they say psychiatric hospital? I missed that part. Yeah, no, that's crazy. 4 or 5 out of 10. Catching strays. Oh, like always, Serena. Like always. A 4 for Meow. Creepy if in person, but I don't know, 4 or 5. That's so fair. If it was in person, it'd be a lot scarier for sure. When you worked at a nursing home, you had a room that was empty and the alarm would go off. Wow. See, I definitely believe in hospitals or like care centers, potentially even a place where there's a lot of death. I think you could potentially see a lot of stuff there for sure. So we're all kind of in the same boat. It's okay.
Down below, crafter Maura Johnson from Huntington Beach, California is packing for a trip to sell her handmade goods at a Las Vegas trade show. Suddenly, she and her business partner hear something downright creepy coming from somewhere just below their feet.
We're trying to deal with this. I have had not enough coffee to deal with this.
Honestly, this is coming from the dream.
Okay. That's some creepy word. Do you hear it? Where is that? Who is that? What the f*** is going on around here?
When my biz partner decides to join the Siren Con.
Obnoxious as hell.
Dude, that'd make like a good soundtrack for a video.
Maura and her business partner hear creepy sounds and what can only be described as singing coming from the sewer drain. The time of this recording is at 5:45 in the morning, so it makes no sense that anyone would be down in the sewer that early, much less singing. Now, Maura is in no way claiming that she captured anything otherworldly. In fact, none of her videos on her TikTok page have anything to do with the paranormal at all. Maura simply posted this one creepy, unexplained moment that she experienced. So, just what is this? And who or what is down in the sewer singing at 5:45 in the morning? For now, this eerie capture remains unexplained. We need scary video.
So, I think this one's pretty explainable. I think that's just probably a wind echo or something like that. I think it's a real video, but I think it's probably a natural phenomenon. I think that could be explained. I'm not an expert in fucking sewers, but, well, technically I am. I am the expertologist, but I think there's probably a natural explanation for that. I'd say it wasn't that creepy, though. I'd say 3 out of 10. Do you think spirits stay in the same place, or can they travel around? That's a good question. Dude, that's a good question. Because, like, you'd think that if someone died, like, say someone's murdered, they would probably stay in the same spot, or maybe they follow that person. I don't know. I've always kind of wondered that, too. That's a good question. Wait, you live next to who? Skinwalkers in the drain? Yeah. Yeah, those damn skinwalkers. Really? So you guys like this one? Okay, that's fair. See, I was thinking the same thing, Ashley. It is for that early, it looked like it was midday. Homeless Bob, fair. Oh, live next to the sewer. You hear that often then? Oh, Bizarre. Yeah, Bizarre Bub was another one, yep. I think Bizarre Bub was like decent though, weren't they? Like sometimes? I can't remember.
Inexplicably move on their own. Their infant son's toys turn on and off at random, and they often hear the sound of doors and cabinets opening and closing on their own. So on this particular day, Joey suddenly hears something very odd coming from his son's bedroom. He is determined to capture evidence of the supernatural activity in the apartment, so he takes out his phone and begins to record. What he captures is truly chilling.
So me and my wife have been living in this apartment for about 6 months now. For the past 2 weeks, some weird things have been happening in our son's room. So I wasn't gonna record, but I came here to feed the cats. We have 2 cats. So I came over to feed them, and I noticed that in his room, my son's room back here, there's one of my cats, I can hear his toy being played. And it was not on before. It is playing right now. And I don't know why it's playing right now. I didn't leave it on, but even if I did leave it on, like I'll turn it off. Even if I did turn it on, it wouldn't automatically play. You'd have to, even if I brush over the keys, it doesn't really go. So you'd have to really press the button and make it go. And it was not on, and it turned on, and I could hear it. And that's why I started recording. And now that I'm looking around, I was like, there's stuff knocked over. There's plants knocked over. There's fake plants knocked over. There's books on the ground. The wipes are on the floor. I don't know what is going on. And there is no one here. I am here by myself. There's nothing here. Did you see that? Am I insane? Am I insane? Someone just walked by the window.
I missed it.
And I will go out there and show you that no one is here. This door is locked. This is the door you were just looking at. This door is locked. There's nothing out here. Nothing out here. There's a closet door. This is also locked. I don't think we've ever opened that door. It's always been locked. Just the weirdest things are happening. Weirdest things are happening.
An electronic toy turns on by itself, and as Joey looks around the room, a strange shadow can be seen passing by the balcony window.
Now I can see.
Joey shows that there's no one outside and that there's nowhere for anyone to hide. In fact, this window is on an enclosed balcony 12 feet off the ground. It would basically be impossible for anyone to climb up, walk by this window, and then just disappear by the time Joey rushed outside. Later that evening, Joey receives a motion notification from the nanny cam in his son's room. He checks the feed and is shocked by what he finds.
If you look really closely, the rocking chair starts to move. It's in the corner. You can see it's very slight. But you can see the shadow kind of moving. It's rocking on its own. There's no one there. Everyone is at my mom's house right now. Everyone's at my mom's house. And then the wipes fly off the dresser. And then the hamper. The baby's hamper falls over. Like, what is going on? No one's there. What is happening?
A rocking chair sitting in the corner of his son's bedroom begins to rock back and forth by itself, almost as if someone is sitting in it. Then some baby wipes fly off the dresser and a hamper falls over onto the floor. Joey says that the family has already made plans to move to another apartment, and until then, they will be staying at his mother's house. Scary videos.
I will say, I do find that one kind of genuine. Nothing crazy, but that did seem believable in how, what's the word? Nonchalant it was. It wasn't like too over the top, you know what I mean? That being said, it wasn't that scary at the same time. So yeah, I would say it's probably like a 2 for me personally in terms of the creepy meter. Yeah, the figure in the window, I didn't see it at first either, but... And see, that's what I kind of liked about it. Now, like, it wasn't too over the top. Like, it wasn't like that thing in the China house or the Japan apartment or whatever the fuck it was. Again, sorry for the nasty ass coughing. I've been going through it the last couple days. Yeah, why are ghosts sometimes such dicks, you know? Ashley gives it a 4. Meow gives it a 3. Chad Ironballs gives it a 3. Blaze gives it a 6. That's fine. That's fair. I think those are good rankings.
Jason Barber from Salisbury, North Carolina comes home from work and he gets the unexpected scare of a lifetime.
Ugh.
A big angry snake is hiding around the edges of Jason's front door and lunges out in an attempt to bite him. Luckily for Jason, the bite was a miss and the snake is actually a non-poisonous black rat snake. But something to be learned from this. If you walk up and your cat is just staring at the door and meowing for no reason, maybe take a closer look before you just head in.
Yeah, the cat didn't warn him.
In another clip, a man and woman have a...
So, snakes don't bother me that much. The only snakes I don't like are the pythons, the ones that have actual teeth. Those are terrifying. The ones that are venomous, it's like you can actually hear, if you hear noise in the background, it's a train loading up cars right next to my house. Let me shut the door or the window. We live right next to. I didn't shut off in the video that I did. It's actually kind of shaking my monitors. We live I could touch my hand out and touch the trains that go by. But yeah, like snakes don't bother. That snake, I would have killed it with anything. I mean, literally anything I could find. But spiders, I do not do spiders. Spiders are my weakness. Spiders. I don't like frogs either, to be honest. Frogs, or I should say toads. Toads are. I don't like them. They're nasty. Spider. Yeah. See, Ashley, I'm the same way with spiders, anyways.
Similar scary encounter. The couple pulls out an old step stool and is shocked to find a large snake hiding under a box right in front of it. They make a run for it with their puppy following close behind.
I didn't see
But the
it.
puppy is not gonna let the snake have his toy. So he just runs back in and yoinks it away. Snake or not, nothing is getting his favorite toy.
That's fair.
Game changer.
W dog right there in chat. Do I like Kermit the Frog? No, I actually don't. I find Kermit the Frog highly disturbing and creepy. I always have. I don't like him, and I never liked him actually. I think he is creepy. I think puppets are creepy actually. And I actually never liked Big Bird either. I thought Big Bird was terrifying. He's just oh my god, that thing is creepy. And yeah, Kermit the Frog, I just have never respected him. And honestly, if I was in the same room with him, I'm taking him out. I don't like Kermit the Frog. And he's all talk. He ain't even about that life, you know? Anyways. Yeah, snakes. Yeah, as long as they're, I'm not saying I want to be near them, but they're pretty easy to kill. All we have around here is like gardener snakes. We do have rat snakes. I've never seen one. We have a lot of gardener snakes. I think there's technically like rattlesnakes or timber rattlers in Iowa, but I've never seen one. Yeah, Big Bird is huge. I think that's what's scary. He's like big, and then that scene where he knocks on that door, dude. I don't know what that's from. Like, I don't know what episode that is. There's that scene where Big Bird like busts down a door. That's unnatural. And why does he look like that? You know, why is he yellow? And I think that makes it worse, is the color. If he was blue, it wouldn't be so bad. But yellow, I don't know, something disturbing about the color yellow and orange. I don't like either of those colors at all. Yellow, it depends if it's mixed with other things, but, you know, dominant yellow colors is scary. Snuffy? I don't remember Snuffy. I don't even know who that is. Who is Snuffy? See, I didn't watch those shows, so I don't really know the characters. I know, like, Barney. I know, the Cookie Monster guy. I don't even know if that's from the same show. The big blue bear. The tin can grouchy guy. Yeah, that's all I know. That's really all. I don't know any. I didn't watch any of that stuff when I was a kid. I don't know why, but I didn't. It's not like, I mean, I don't. It's not like I had control of what I watched. I probably just, my parents never put that crap on. Thank goodness. It's scary.
Sure. Nuke's Top 5 viewer Christopher Duncan emailed us some creepy CCTV footage captured at a small church in rural Mississippi. The CCTV camera is recording the playroom of the church's, quote, youth group when something happens that no one at the church can explain.
Watch, John. Are you watching this thing? It's not moving. Nobody. Oh, no, watch. Watch, John. Watch.
That hurts so bad.
Nobody listens to me. There's ghosts in here. Nobody listens to me.
Watch it.
It's about to go crazy and break.
Oh. It's still moving! It's still moving, y'all! It's still moving! It's still moving!
If it floats in the air and goes for the top, you'll freak out. It just moves. It's so good.
A pool stick on the floor of the church playroom can be seen rolling around, shaking, and vibrating all on its own before it just snaps right in half. Chris says that the kids in the room were so busy and loud that they didn't even notice the creepy event. But after playtime, church officials found the broken pool stick on the floor and went back to check the CCTV footage to find out just who did it. They were pretty shocked to see that the pool stick seemed to just break on its own. Chris says the church is known to be haunted and that there have been many other incidents of paranormal activity over the last 20 years. So could this be the work of an angry spirit or an aggressive entity? And why at a church? Let me know what you think. Strange noises.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of conflicted on that. They are kids, so maybe they wouldn't notice, and maybe that's legit. The one thing I thought that was interesting is when the pool cue breaks, it snaps, and you would think if it was like someone had a fishing line attached to it, you could pull it because it was wedged between the legs. You could pull it and break it. But what you couldn't do, unless you had it tied from a different direction, is make it roll the opposite way. So, and it is in a church, so that, you know, I think churches, like hospitals, could be haunted. So potentially, but in terms of scary, this is like a 4 for me. This, you know, it's just not that scary. Ashley gives it a 1. I agree with that. Wings sound good. Yeah, dude, wings always sound good. I'm a wings connoisseur. Mild buffalo wings, bone-in with ranch. It's my favorite. It's probably my favorite food in the entire world. I could fuck up some wings. 1 or 0, yeah. I think it's a good video. I say good loosely. It's not like, you know, anything crazy, but it does seem legit. It's just not scary. And you guys seem to agree.
From the toilet. This next video was posted to the Nuke's Top 5 subreddit, and I really appreciate all my subreddit followers, so I'm just gonna repeat what someone on there wrote that I should say about this video. Reddit user Minato caught something really odd on his home camera while pooping. So user Minato is actually a guy named Dustin, and he apparently has an extensive collection of bongs. But never mind that. Let's just analyze what Dustin heard while dropping the kids off at the pool.
Hello?
A soft female voice can be heard calling out, "Dustin?"
That's kind of creepy.
Okay.
Now, Dustin is home alone, but he says the voice was so clear that he thought a stranger was standing right outside his bathroom door. Even creepier, Dustin's 2 dogs seem to be anxiously looking around the living room, almost as if they can see something that we can't. So did Dustin capture, quote, something really odd on his home camera while pooping? And just how many bongs does one fellow need? Dustin, you can answer these questions and more down in the comments.
Hello?
Melville?
So that is kind of creepy. Man, I had a whole thing I was going to say and I totally forgot. I had a whole spiel I was thinking about, and I totally forgot what I was just about to say. That was creepy. Man, I had something really brought my attention there.
Now, Dustin is home alone, but he says the voice was so clear that he thought a stranger was standing right outside his bathroom door. Even creepier, Dustin's 2 dogs seem to be anxiously looking around the living room, almost as if they can see something that we can't. So did Dustin capture, quote, YouTuber who goes by the name Wishy?
Yeah, I don't know, I can't remember. But I would say it's like a solid 5 or 6. Not super scary, but it is creepy, like that you know, if something were to call... Oh, that's I remembered. I had something similar like this happen. You guys know the story. Where I was getting ready to shower. So I'm like butt-ass nude. And I'm like about ready to step in the shower. It was the apartment that I originally streamed at. That you guys remember me from. And this, like, somehow I left my door unlocked. My front door. And I hear my door. Because, you know, I had the bathroom door open. And the shower's running, and I'm about ready to get in, and then all of a sudden I hear the door crack open. So I like poke my head out, like what the, you know, and I see the door cracked open, and that's when Tess was standing there, and she had all her fur on her back, stand up, she's all pissed. I'm like, hello, and there was no response, and at least I think I've told you guys the story, right? Well, anyways, it was an old dude, like this was like during COVID, I think, and it was like this old guy, like 70s or 80s. And he, like, steps into my house. I'm like, dude, get the fuck out of my house. And, like, I had to, like, this whole time I'm trying to put pants on. And I'm like, dude, get the fuck out of my house. And he just kept walking into my house. And he had like, a COVID mask on, and his hair was all crazy white. Like, it was all, you know, and he wouldn't say anything. He wouldn't say a single word. He just kept staring at me. I'm like, dude, get out of my house. And so I start pushing him back to the door. I push him out into the hallway, and then he grabs my hand. And so I just stick my leg out, and I push him over my leg. And he gets up all like wobbly. He's like, oh, I'm not at the right place, am I? I'm like, oh. So then I felt like a dick. But at the time, I didn't know. And so I was like, do you need any help? And it was just an old, confused guy, probably dementia. At first, I thought he was drunk or something. But I think he was just not well in the head. And so he just got so lucky to wander in my apartment. Like, what the hell? I mean, so, yeah, I can kind of relate to this. Scary. You feel so vulnerable. Yeah, he definitely has the... See, Serena, you remember this. Yeah, so, yeah, it's... So I have told that before. So, yeah, no, that's 1,000% true story. Yeah, that was... I think I had jeans on at the time, or my work pants, so I had to, like, put jeans on. It's a rough story. Someone tried to walk into my apartment today. Wow. Yeah. Good thing you had your door locked. Especially if you're a woman, you got to be really careful. You know, that's why I would always say that if you're a woman, especially if you live alone, that you should have pepper spray, or obviously just a gun. But pepper spray works tremendously well and can neutralize a bad guy in seconds. So multiple pepper sprays, in fact, would be nice. But if you don't have a gun, pepper spray works just fine. I saw someone in here. Oh, the Unforsaken. What's up? Doesn't saliva make you hallucinate? I honestly have no idea. Probably.
Melville Cemetery. A new Stop By viewer and YouTuber who goes by the name Wishy reached out to us about a live stream from the allegedly haunted Melville Cemetery in Melville, New York. Wishy says that his friend Brian went out to broadcast a Ouija board session live from the Melville Cemetery while his friends watched and talked to him on Discord. Now, the Melville Cemetery is located on Sweet Hollow Road.
Man, that looks like a really haunted cemetery. Like that one. Like, obviously, I work at a cemetery. Ours is not that creepy looking because it's just a giant. Ours is huge, and we don't have like the upright markers. We have all the markers that are in the ground. But this, like with the gates and like the forest, this looks like, especially that nice dark asphalt road. Get some fog going. You're gonna see some shit at the cemetery for sure.
A road that has many tragic and ghostly legends attached to it. One such legend is that a school bus driver lost control and drove off the bridge crossing Sweet Hollow Road. All of the school children on the bus met a tragic fate. Another legend says that 3 boys took their own lives by hanging themselves from that very same Sweet Hollow Bridge. So it goes without saying that Sweet Hollow Road and the cemetery are said to be extremely haunted. Brian is on a Discord call with his friends, who you'll hear in the background, and he is streaming live as he decides to do a Ouija board session just outside the gate of the Melville Cemetery. Things start to go wrong, and what happens next is truly terrifying.
Yo, that's moving. Yo, oh my god, look up.
Why is it going to no?
It said no?
It said no.
Be like, yo, the camera's moving. Yo, bro, the camera's moving.
Bro, I'm leaving, bro. Yo, I'm leaving.
Dog, aren't you supposed to be like, you have to like exit the game? Otherwise it stays with you? Isn't that a thing?
Was it you that moved the camera?
Okay, also, little minor annoyance. If that's moving shit around, I'm not leaving my keys to my only right out of here, just on the ground for it to go through that fucking fence, which I don't know if you can get through or not at nighttime. Either way, my keys are gonna be in my pocket. And also, he just clicked the fucking button. So yeah, I'm totally right here. Sleepy Hollow, yeah, dude, for sure. Yeah, I have a Ouija board in the trunk of my car right now.
Bro, the fucking car is going off, bro. Yo! Bro.
Understandably, Brian is a little freaked out, but he manages to stay calm, reposition his camera, and continue his live stream.
Respect.
Are there any spirits here that would like to talk to me? Bro, I didn't even ask it.
That's insane, dude.
Was that you that just turned on the alarm?
Yo, Discord, jump on it, okay?
Yes. Bro. I left the keys over. I'm panicking, bro. Where the are the keys?
See, you gotta keep the keys with you, man.
Brian is a little freaked out, but his friends keep telling him that he needs to go and say goodbye using the Ouija board. You see, in the paranormal community, not signing off by saying goodbye at the end of a session is considered to be a horrible mistake and is said to invite the contacted spirit to remain attached to the Ouija board user. So, Brian goes back. And this is when shit goes sideways.
I took the lights and everything. Bro. Thank God, bro.
Dude, did I not call that shit? Now, for me, simply, I just grab the iron bars, I break them open, and walk through. But for this guy, he's gonna have to, you know, I don't know, he's gonna have to get crit, jump over it or something.
Bro, the board went in.
Get the phone, get your phone. Get out there, bro. Oh my God, I saw that. We caught that on camera.
I'm leaving, bro.
Yo, get the fuck out of there. Get the fuck out of there. Bring it out.
I'm leaving.
Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out.
The Ouija board
All right, see you, Eli. Thanks for tuning in, brother. I appreciate you.
suddenly slides across the pavement to the other side of the locked gate, right into Melville Cemetery. Brian starts to leave, but after everything that has happened, he again begins to worry that he didn't say goodbye after using the Ouija board. So Brian goes back again. He plans to jump the fence and retrieve the board.
I'm jumping the fence, bro. I'm jumping the fence. Bro, Chris.
Also, I don't know how you'd fake that. That seems so real to me. I'm not gonna lie. I actually quite enjoy this video. Like, I think he also, like, his friends that are watching this and himself seemed genuinely scared. Plus, while it was kind of predictable, I don't think it was something that he thought of at the time. Obviously, I'm just a master at this shit. But no, I think this is legit. I think this is a good video.
Chris, look at the stream.
Oh my God, bro.
There's a big fire in there.
What the fuck?
Fire?
There's a fire.
Get out of there, run. Yo, get out of there.
No, what is that? What is burning?
Bro, what is burning though?
A fire can be seen burning on the road inside the cemetery, even though his friends advise him to just leave.
So surely that has to be the Ouija board, right? Because it was just like right here, and dude, this is a good video. I'm not gonna lie, this is interesting to me. I would definitely jump that fence and go see what's on fire. Because if it was the Ouija board, which I believe it is, that looks a little bit of a big fire. But if it is, that I would be that's I pray he jumps the fence.
Brian once again feels that he should definitely try to retrieve that board to say goodbye.
It's in. You didn't see it? No.
Bro, what if I just thought of this? Sorry for pausing it all the time, but what if he didn't sign out and so the thing burns the board so he can't sign out, so it sticks with him? Like, what if that was like a thing?
You had to do some. No, I wasn't on my phone. I was looking at the shit. Look,
Bro.
show the fire. Is this the board? So it was literally a fire. This is the board.
Bro, I'm jumping.
Earlier today, you did your blessings, you did your prayers.
Bro, it's literally graves.
Don't win. This is like a graveyard watch or some shit.
No, it's not. Bro, I see it. Yo, it's the board.
Dude, I knew it. I fucking knew it.
It's the board.
It's the board and the planchette.
Okay, let's quickly examine what we're looking at here. For that board to catch fire, it looks like there's a lot of liquid, like there was some kind of, I would call starting fluid, or not starting fluid, but igniter, or whatever you call it, the fluid that, like igniter fluid. That's a quite large fire. I don't know why it would be that big of a spot, but either way, that's pretty creepy. So can he still sign out, is my question. I don't know. I mean, technically it still has the planchette thing there.
No, with the planchette. No, it's going up. It's going up.
Oh my God. Bro, I'm not touching it.
Say goodbye. Oh, say goodbye. Try to say goodbye. Oh my, the board is burnt. Oh my God. The board is burnt. Oh, sorry, I don't know the board. That was the board. That was the fucking board.
So do I just say goodbye?
Oh my God. Oh my God, bro.
Goodbye.
Say goodbye. Just say goodbye. Drag it. Say goodbye.
I did.
Brian is finally able to say goodbye on the Ouija board, and he just gets out of there. But is it real? Or is it all just a very elaborate live stream hoax? I leave that up to you to decide. You can see even more of this scary live Ouija board session over on the YouTube channel. I'm Wishy. Draw.
We got a lot to talk about that one. First, Blaze is heading off for the night. Appreciate you for stopping by, Blaze. Missed you, buddy. I will see you next Friday, hopefully. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I don't know, Ashley. I don't know if you can... I always thought you had to have 2 people, too, but I'm sure you can do it with 1 person, probably. I'm sure you can. I'm going to give that video a 9 out of 10. I quite enjoyed it. It was genuinely kind of creepy. The fact that it was a live stream makes it... I always think live streams they're just harder to fake. There's a lot... You'd have to have a lot more... You'd almost have to have like a team to help you out. And I'm not saying that this guy couldn't have, but it just seems real to me. It seems genuine. Man, I think this is a real clip. I really do. And I think that I would say this is a 9 out of 10. Creepy factor. You could probably talk me down to 8. I might stick with 8, actually. Because it's not... 9 is pretty... That's pretty... You know, there's not many clips out there that I'll give a 9 or 10. So maybe I'll stick with 8. Really solid. Even if it was fake, good video. It's a well done fake if it's fake. A 9 from Ashley, 9.5 for Lila, a 10 for Darwin. Exactly, Ashley, I agree. I mean, even if it's a fake, they nailed several parts of it. You got to have good acting. You got to sound scared. Most people can't do that. Like 99% of people, including myself, cannot do that. Number 2, a story that makes sense with the cemetery, the history of it, right? Number 3, the effects have to be nailed down and believable, and there has to be an element of like what the fuck to it, which is the Ouija board starting on fire, going through the fence. That's terrifying. Again, I don't like messing with the Ouija boards that much personally, because if they are real and they are legit, which I think I think they definitely are. I think they're exaggerated a bit. I've used one twice. I've never had one do anything for me, and it was when we were in college. And we were in our dorm room. Now, in this dorm room, there apparently were haunted dorms. We did it in one of these dorm rooms. Nothing ever happened. So, you know, I've never had an experience with it personally. But I do think that people have experiences with them. I think they can be legit. 8 for Meow. Well done fakes are better than non-creepy real videos. 1,000%. 1,000%.
Out. Tattoo artist Liz Cruz is working on a customer's tattoo in her home studio in Erie, Pennsylvania. Things suddenly take a very disturbing turn.
I'm just, like, adjusting the needle a little bit, and we'll let that essential dry for a couple so it doesn't rub off. I think I'm going to do the better than black. Just that heart rate. Yeah, definitely. I think that would look really cute. Like, especially like if I like blend it in, I'm gonna blend it together. What's wrong? What happened? The table just moved. What the f*** you mean the table just moved? In the name of Jesus, leave us the f*** alone.
Good night, Eric Kennedy. Thanks for tuning in, brother.
Hell no!
The table with Liz's tattoo supplies suddenly rolls away from her all by itself. Liz and her customer are a bit freaked out, but try to remain calm. But then a chair lurches out from a table nearby, and the two have had about enough. They get up and just make a run for it. Tattoo artist Liz says that she has no idea what happened to them that day, but she believes that they might have experienced something, quote, far beyond the ordinary. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and even TikTok. Thanks for watching.
So that was our first Nukes Top 5. That clip was okay. I'm not a big fan of like the chairs moving and the tables. I think it could be real. I think it could be legit. Nothing screamed fake to me in that, but they're so easy to fake those videos that it's hard to, you know, rate. I'm gonna give it a 4. It wasn't that creepy to me, but their reactions did seem legit. I mean, they did seem scared. So like I said, it could be what in the... I mean, look at this thumbnail. What is this? Hold on. What is this? How do you even make that thumbnail? Oh, this cough is terrible. Fishing drink, exactly, and anyone can do it. I mean, anyone can, but I always say what's hard is to replicate the fear, and they did seem to have legit fear. So it could be true, it could be real, but at the same time, as a viewer watching it, it's not that scary. So I'd probably give it a 3 or 4. 3 for Lilo, 1 for Ashley, 4 for Darwin, 2 for Meow. Clickbait, yeah, it probably is. Yep. The thumbnails, that's so true. That's so true. And that's the point of a thumbnail, to be fair. But yeah. I mean, like, look. Oh, you can't see this one, actually. Hold on. Can I move this? Yeah, I can. Look at this thing. Oh, hold on. This thing right here. Huh. Creepy. Creepy stuff. Let me see, should we get into another nukes before we end it, or should we leave it there? I'll let you guys kind of decide. What do you guys want to do? I'm down for another one if you guys are. Otherwise, we can leave it there and resume another one next week. It's up to you guys. I'm trying to find where we were. I think I found it, actually. Okay. I love when people panic and can't figure out which way to run. Yeah. And, you know, it's the flight or fight, or the fight or flight response. You're not thinking clearly. Good for another, says Ashley. Okay, let's do another one. Another one for Lila? Let's do it. I've heard enough. Let's do it. I'm down. Okay. Overall, I quite enjoyed that Nukes Top 5 video. None of them were like, except for that one ghost in that Japan house. None of them were that bad. Which again is why I fuck with Nukes. I think he usually does a really good job of finding quality over quantity.
This next creepy footage was captured live on national TV in Argentina. So in Argentina, there's a program called Fenómenos, which is broadcast live and covers notable weather events in Argentina and around the world. The show's co-host, Matias Bertolotti, is doing a normal weather forecast for the upcoming weekend, when this happens.
Por eso es el día quizás de estos próximos días, porque se viene la humedad y ahora sí, la esperada lluvia en la zona central, que están esperándola muchísimo, asociado con las perturbaciones de mal tiempo, va a realzar todo esto.
The program switches to a live security camera overlooking the boardwalk of the city of Corrientes, but something pale and translucent can be seen walking across the field and out of frame. The strange figure looks almost like the torso of a person, with arms moving quickly, almost as if whoever or whatever this is running. A shocked viewer is watching the show and shares the footage to his Instagram. It quickly gets a massive amount of attention. By the end of the program, Matias looks at the footage live on air and says that both he and the TV crew have no idea what this is. But they do note that whatever it is, it doesn't seem to have any legs.
¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué es eso que pasa cuando estábamos en vivo? Esto sucedió en vivo, a ver, esto no es, o sea, no estamos jodiendo, se los digo en serio, no estamos jodiendo, esto pasó en vivo cuando estábamos hablando del tiempo y la cámara es de Paso de la Patria.
A ver, ahí viene corriendo.
Ay, ¿qué es eso? ¿No tiene patas?
The Continental Inn. Genesis.
That one was interesting. Not scary at all. So I'm gonna give it like a... It was a good video, so I'm gonna give it a 4, but scare factor was 0, so I'm gonna average it out to a 4. But it was interesting because I do think that looked legit, and those kind of videos are always creepy to me. You know, I've heard of people talking about how security cam footage, they can have overlapping videos or like old memories of the videos like overlapping or something like that. I don't know exactly how it works, so I don't know if it's a case of that, but if it's, either way, that is creepy, and the running motion looked legit. And Ashley with an 8. I like that dude's energy. I agree. Yeah, I agree. 7 for Lila. Yeah, no, I also kind of forgot that, Ashley. It's the way I think we used to do it is it's a combination of scare factor and overall entertainment factor of the video. So you kind of average them out. But I also, it's been so long, man. It's been so long. It's easy to forget. 8 for Darwin. I can't decide if that was alien, ghost, or glitch. Yeah, it could definitely be a glitch. But either way, I think that clip is real. I don't think that looked fake to me. Whether it was an actual ghost or a glitch, that I don't know. But yeah, I still enjoyed it.
Snow works at the Continental Inn in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, a hotel which sits right across the road from a cemetery that is the final resting place of nearly 19,000 bodies. With a location like that, it's no wonder that the hotel has built up quite a bit of a reputation for being haunted. Now Jenna is working the front desk at 5 in the morning when she and one of...
Don't most hotels have suicides? Isn't that a pretty common thing for a hotel? I don't feel like being across the street from a cemetery would really relate to being haunted, but I think the deaths in hotels, I think every hotel has this history of people dying. I mean, I don't think any hotel you go to has like no history of no one dying. I think every single hotel has someone that's died in it, if not multiple people. So it's probably more like that.
her co-workers, Tim, spots something very odd on the lobby security camera.
They said it's not the hotel that's haunted, it's the graveyard.
Oh.
So this service road here where Danny and I used to park, that's the old Stony Plain Road. Do you really think they, when they dug up all the bodies here, that was a good one, moved them over to the graveyard?
Oh, okay. So they moved the body. Okay, okay. That makes more sense.
They dug up the bodies and what?
Do they have it there, buddy?
Yeah.
Hey, Noel.
That's it.
What's up?
Oh yeah, I see it again.
Yeah, let's try and sit in the chair. Sometimes they'll stay there for a minute.
He is. How do you know this?
Well, because Danny and I caught him earlier when Danny was in the games room locking up. I freaked the out because I saw it. And then I tried to do a video review to record it, and it wouldn't let me.
A faint, pale figure can be seen moving around the hotel lobby and sitting down in one of the chairs, before just disappearing completely. Jenna's coworker Tim claims that he's seen the bizarre figure many times before, and he believes that it has wandered over from the cemetery across the road. But, lost spirit or not, I leave that up to you to decide. Mirror, mirror.
I don't know. That one was okay. It wasn't scary at all. I'm gonna give that a 3, personally. It didn't really do it for me. The digging up the bodies makes more sense of why it could be haunted. Exactly, Ashley. I 100% agree. Because you got to think too, like, I mean, unless the hotel's like brand new or like, you know, within like the last 5 years, then yeah, you're not gonna have a huge history of dead bodies in the hotel. But like for those older hotels, how many people have stayed in there for weeks on end, weekends, a couple days? You know, how many people kill themselves? How many people die of natural causes? It's a huge number, and yeah, I think a lot of hotels could be. I could see them just like hospitals, not to the extent necessarily, but I could see how hotels could be haunted too. 1 for Lila, 2 for Meow, 3 for Meow, 2 for Chad Ironballs, 4 for Darwin. Ghost is better than Poltergeist. Yeah, they're not as mean. They're not as big of dicks. I agree.
Melina Zunder is celebrating Mother's Day in her home in Nova Trento, Brazil. She records herself as she enjoys a Brazilian dessert treat and shows the thoughtful present that she received from her son. But then, something happens that shocks her to her core.
Gente, eu vou comer com vocês o melhor brigadeiro da vida, que é da doceria da Lulu. E olha que bonitinho que eu ganhei no Dia das Mães atrasado, mas ela me deu. É espelhinho de bolo, deixa eu abrir e mostrar. Olha, que lindo. Deixa eu abrir. Ai, meu Deus. Amei. E agora vamos provar. Eu sou, tipo assim, viciada nesse brigadeiro dela. É simplesmente o melhor brigadeiro que eu já comi na minha vida.
Did you see it? In the reflection in the mirror, a pale face can be seen looking right at Melina, almost as if someone was standing right in front of her. After reviewing her video 2 days later, Melina is shocked. She posts the video to her TikTok in search of answers. The video goes viral, quickly gaining over 3 million views. Many stunned viewers wonder whether there's anything in front of her that could have been reflected in the mirror, like a TV. But Melina shows that in front of where she was sitting at the time, there's actually a backyard, not even a wall. She also says that her husband and son were inside at the time. So just who or what is this? And did that mirror come with an uninvited guest attached? Crossing over.
I don't know what to say about that one, honestly. I was like, it could be just something that she taped on the wall or something. But that could be legit. That could certainly be legit. But I'm gonna give it again. I'm gonna give it like a 4. It wasn't that scary. Yeah, I kind of agree with you, Ashley. I was kind of like, I don't know. If it is real and like say I filmed that, yeah, it'd be like a 10. But obviously I wasn't there, so I can't verify. 8 for Darwin. Or, no, sorry, 3 for Darwin. 3, 2 for Meow, 5 for Lila. Crossing over. Let's see what this one's about.
TikTok user Mutalu4256 is driving down a quiet road somewhere in Thailand at around 8 o'clock in the evening. Suddenly, well, just watch.
I feel like we've seen these a lot.
A woman wearing a white dress appears out of nowhere, forcing the panicked driver to swerve around her. When brightening and slowing down the footage, things get even weirder. The eerie apparition seems to only partially appear, and then it just disappears altogether. So could this driver have captured evidence of the paranormal on his dash cam? You decide. Apartment tour gone.
Yeah, I feel like we've seen those a lot. Which doesn't mean I think they're bad or fake. It just means that I think it's a common thing that people see is ghosts on highways and roads. So again, believability factor I think is like a 7. Scare factor probably like a 4. So I'm gonna average that one out to a 5. I think that's a solid 5. You know, nothing crazy. Darwin gives it a 7. Fair. I don't know that I would swerve, to be honest. Because he almost hit that guard. I mean, sorry, but you're in the middle of traffic. You're just going to get hit. 2 for Ashley. That one looks like it was edited in, but I do agree. You could definitely convince me of that. I did kind of see like that effect as he like passed it and it kind of disappeared. I definitely could see that for sure. 6 for Lila, 5 for Meow. Fair.
Wrong. A realtor from Ladson, South Carolina is giving a tour of a brand new luxury apartment to an interested couple. Then it goes terribly wrong.
It helps sometimes. So this is the pool.
Yeah, that would help me actually. Yeah. Is that closet?
That's washer dryer hookups.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, sorry, I kicked you. my,
Holy
there's a person
fuck.
in there. There's a person in here? Hello?
Dude, that is scary.
I'm so sorry about that. It's okay.
The woman touring the apartment heads alone into the back bedroom and checks out the closet. But surprise, because there's just some weird dude hiding in there. Understandably, she kind of freaks out and runs out of the room and warns the others. The realtor is shocked, and after checking out the bedroom herself, she just says, okay, we're gonna go.
There's a person in there. There's a person in here? Hello?
Now, it bears repeating that these are brand new luxury apartments in a guarded community, so it seems odd that a squatter could even get in there. But what would you do if you were touring an apartment and a guy just popped out of the closet? We need scary videos.
No, see, like if I was touring an apartment and I found that, see, it's easy to deal with squatters because squatters. I mean, what's annoying is squatters have like rights nowadays, and I don't know if it's in every state, but like sometimes squatters can like move into a place and they can like you have to like go through a legal process to get them out. Like it's so stupid. But no, I mean, I always carry my combat stick with me. Carry it in my pocket. Slides right in. It's easy. I'd pull that shit out and I'd beat the fucking shit out of this guy. I mean, hit his kneecaps a couple times. I'm gonna drag him out of the closet, and then I'm if there's no clothes hangers hanging up in there, sometimes they leave clothes hangers in there, but since they're brand new apartments, there's probably nothing. I was gonna say I was gonna take the clothes hanger and twist it around his neck and kill him. But just and that was solely because he's wearing Under Armour. I personally don't like Under Armour. If he was wearing Nike or something, I mean, I might let him have a pass. But yeah, I hate squatters. They're horrible people. They're horrible people. Even if they're homeless, they're horrible people. Because I mean, then they refuse to leave, and it's someone else's private domicile. That was a 10. That was a 10. I had a feeling when she was about to open that closet, there was going to be something there. I was not expecting an actual person. I'm going to give that a 10. That was, I think that's 1,000% real. And 10 out of 10 scary factor. Because sometimes, like they say, real people are scarier than anything else. So, yeah, easy 10. Ashley and Lila both agree. 10 for each of them. 8 for Darwin. If you live somewhere for 2 months, you have squatters. Yeah, see, that's so stupid. That's so stupid. I don't know why that's a thing. It's just ridiculous. I've seen videos of like these guys that have there's like dash cam videos, like police dash cam videos or body cam, where the cops get called to this place, this house. It's like a big giant house, and like like the upstairs is an apartment, and the downstairs is an apartment, and the owner went to go, I think, check the house, and the house is like the door to get to a one room is like locked, and he knows someone's living in there, so he calls the cops or whatever, and he's like, dude, there's someone living in this house. So the cops get there, and these people are like, I mean, they are hoarding in this house. They are like this destroying it, and they start clearing this house, and these people, like one of them's like this disabled lady that's like, I'm sorry, but she's kind of creepy looking, right? And she's like in her bed. And she's living like a monster. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, her legs don't work right, and she's like kind of looks like a monster, and she's like shits everywhere watching TV. They go clear the other room, and there's people hiding under the beds and shit. It's just, I don't know. That shit's just so creepy to me. It's just like, how do you get there? How do you just assume residence? It's stupid. It's so stupid. Meow with an 8. Yeah, that was a creepy clip.
Videos, so if you are all fast asleep in bed, suddenly their bedroom door
Dude, I should try to find that video. I really should. I'll have to maybe next stream I'll try to find that. But it's like Midwest Safety or Code Blue Cam. It's something like that. But it is creepy, dude. I'm telling you, it is. Like when I was watching that, I usually watch every time I eat dinner. I watch like dash cam or body cam videos, and that time I was like on the edge of my seat. I was like, holy shit, this is freaky, because it reminds me kind of that one time. And again, it's another story, but when I went to it was in high school, we went to an abandoned farmhouse. It was like after, I think it was one of our high school dances or something. It was like homecoming or something like that, because it was like in the fall. And we went to that house and we broke down the plywood off the windows, and we got through. And I was the only one with the fucking balls to go upstairs with my little flip recorder. And when I went upstairs and went through a room, there was that guy hiding behind the bed. And it was just me and him locking eyes. And he was like pale as shit. He had scrappy gray hair. He looked like the Gollum of Lord of the Rings, kind of. I mean, he wasn't as like little, but he was bigger than that. But he was like scrawny as shit. And that's why it gives me the heebie-jeebies with that kind of shit. So yeah, I should find that. I should see if I can find that, but I don't know what it's called. I'll look at it, and when we're done looking at this video, I'll Google it.
Shut. Now Jorge is woken up by the sound, but doesn't think much of it and goes back to sleep. But the next day, he begins to wonder what could have caused the door to slam. He checks their baby monitor footage, and what he finds makes his blood run cold.
Oh man. You know how scary this would be if you were the parent and you saw this?
Loud banging can be heard before the bedroom door slams shut. Then a dark shadow-like figure can be seen creeping up the bottom of the baby's crib, seemingly watching the child sleep. The dark mass seems to reach over toward the child, even moving around a stuffed animal. Then it simply disappears into thin air. Jorge says that he feels the entity might be a dark presence in his home. So did the family capture a paranormal entity on camera? Let me know what you think. Sick 'em, Blue.
Yeah, that would, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I would give that one like a 7. I would give that one a 7 because I've seen a lot of those videos before with like the babies in a crib and the you know, entity moving towards it, and I think a lot of those are legit. I'm gonna give that one a 7. That was pretty creepy. I mean, there's nothing stopping that entity from catching an uppercut, a nasty right uppercut to its ghost jaw, if I was there. But, you know, unfortunately I wasn't, so. Eight for Lila, 7 for Meow, a 10 for Darwin. Right, dude. If I had a kid, and I saw that, yeah, that kid is sleeping in my bedroom from now on. Which honestly, if I was a parent, I would definitely personally, you know, it's easy to say because I'm not a parent, but I definitely would have the crib in our bedroom, and really only for because I would never be able to trust, you know, me not waking up if it was in another room and I couldn't hear it crying or something was wrong with it. I would want it to be like right next to where I sleep, and B, I don't want to stumble fuck through the fucking darkness, you know, across the house to get to a room. I just want to wake up and it's there. But yeah, that's creepy. That's creepy.
A woman and her dog are seriously freaked out when they notice a chair mysteriously rocking back and forth on her back patio.
Look, you guys, it rocks, but then it stops on its own when I come outside. Let's see if I could get it on camera. There's like no wind. That's... I know, Blue, someone's there, huh? I know it. I know. I don't know why it does that. It does it every time, you guys. This is the third time. I can't believe I caught it on camera. Sick on Blue. Creepy, right? Katie, I guess I do have a ghost, bitch. Get on Blue. I'm shutting the door.
Little Shih Tzu puppy Blue anxiously barks and growls at the chair as it continues to rock back and forth all on its own. Now, unfortunately, the original source of this video was lost through the internet, almost like it was erased entirely. But many curious viewers of the video believe Blue can see or sense something that we can't. The viewers wonder whether the chair belonged to someone who might have passed away. But without a source, whatever happened next remains a mystery. Peeker.
Yeah, I mean, I've always said it. I think animals don't fake videos. I think that's a legit video that you're looking at because that dog reacts the way it does. You can't pay off animals. You can't communicate with them to tell them to fake a video. I think that's real. But creepy, again, it's not that scary. I'm going to give it like a 3. And the only reason I give it a 3 is because I think it's real. I think otherwise it'd be a 0 because it's just not scary. Yeah, good old Pup Blue. Yep. Dogs are amazing. My dogs would not. I think my oldest Sadie, the Pyrenees, she would react, but our Rottweiler, she'd have her tongue out and she'd just be staring. She wouldn't even, I don't think, react. There's like 2 brain cells in her head that just constantly circle. Once in a while they collide to make a thought, but otherwise it's just there's nothing going on in that head, that dog. 5 for Darwin, 4 for Lila, 2 for Meow. So yeah, we're all in the same range there.
TikTok user Celeste Castro from the city of Culiacan, Mexico is home alone at 1 a.m. when she hears strange sounds coming from her living room.
No. No mames, no sé qué hacer ya, no sé qué hacer. No mames, güey, no mames, está abierta la puta puerta. Ay, no. Voy a cerrar la puerta. No hay nadie, o sea, no hay nadie. No hay nadie. Voy a cerrar la puerta y le voy a poner seguro porque la neta se supone, no hay nadie, literal, no hay nadie en plebes. O sea, no sé qué voy a hacer. Aquí voy a dejar el celular grabando aquí. A ver si capta algo. Porque la neta ya me harté de que estén pasando cosas y no sepa qué es. La voy a dejar grabando. Y me voy a ir al cuarto. Me da mucho miedo, please, me da mucho miedo ver lo que hay. No mames.
She has multiple cell phones?
Yo quiero saber lo que realmente pasó. No mames, no mames, no mames. No mames, no mames. No mames, güey, no mames. ¿Qué vergas es eso? ¿Qué vergas es eso? Me está dando miedo. Te lo juro que estoy temblando. No mames, no mames. No mames, no mames, no mames.
Celeste gets the scare of a lifetime when she sees something peek out from behind her kitchen refrigerator. That's about enough, and she just gets out of there. She spent the rest of the night at her cousin's house. To this day, Celeste claims that she has no idea what she captured on her phone that night. She says that nothing weird or out of the ordinary has happened at her house since then. But is it real, or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. A house with horror.
Yeah, that was a rough watch. That's, even if it's real, it just was not scary. Again, I'm so not a fan of like the fucking things flying off. I'm gonna go with 0. And let's be honest. If that little creature stuck its head out from behind, which it wasn't the refrigerator, I don't know what that was because the refrigerator was on a different wall, but do it when I'm watching, motherfucker. Like, do it. I dare you. I'm gonna knock you out. I don't care what you are. If you're an entity, a ghost, I'm knocking you out. You know, like I said, remember those CRA ghost contact gloves I was selling back in the day, $19.99. But if you buy now, it's $15.99. Yeah, those, dude, I'm putting them out. Terrible clip. That was awful. Lava with a 0. Amen, brother. Agree with you. 2 for Lila. 0 for Meow. Exactly. 2 why shadow figures are always so shy. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, do I believe it? I don't know. It's just something weird about it. Serena with a 0. Yeah, that was. I think we all are in agreement. That was pretty ass.
Horrible history. Reddit user Octopus Funeral has been experiencing terrifying paranormal activity in his home in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So the backstory on his house is that nearly 100 years ago, in 1925, a man suffered an extreme nervous breakdown and brutally ended the lives of his 2 young daughters before ending his own life. Now, almost a century later, Reddit user Octopus Funeral says he used to be a skeptic, but that all changed when he moved into this house. He says that strange unexplained events began to haunt his family. He says the paranormal encounters became more extreme and aggressive with every passing day in the house. One day, he's in the basement doing laundry, and he feels that something is just kind of off. He takes out his phone and starts to record. What happens next is downright creepy.
Like I was saying earlier, most of the stuff does happen down here. And I mean, you can't really. That's freaky stuff right there, man.
Immediately, right there, you walk to the sound. You confront it. You can't show fear. If it's a weak pussy ghost like this, where it's just fucking throwing shit, like, dude. I mean, if it's throwing knives, we're talking about a different animal here. I'll put my fucking vest on. But you walk up and own the space. Own the space. Don't be scared. Don't crowd yourself in the corner. Come on, be a man. Ooh, so scary. With paint cans.
Yep, that's what you call it. Freaks me out, man. It's giving me goosebumps. Boy, here we go, door now. Yeah, don't like that. Ooh, that's creepy. So that door always swings wide open and it stays open. It doesn't ever close. Stay like that. Oh, there you go. Let go of it. Holy crap, that's freaky.
Reddit user Octopus Funeral says that the paranormal activity in the house freaked him out so much that he and his family eventually just moved out back in 2017. He says that since then, he didn't even want to think about that house. But only recently, he decided to transfer this video from his old phone to share with the paranormal community on Reddit. So is this old house in Philadelphia haunted by the tragic spirits who lost their lives there? You decide. Tick?
I don't know. I mean, I'm going to give that like a 2. Because, again, it's just shit falling off a shelf. If something scary was happening, would you pull your phone out? See, that's a good question. It depends. In that scenario, no, I wouldn't. I'm not joking. I would walk up to that space, and because I would think it's either a rat. Like, if it happened to me personally, I would think it was a rat or some kind of animal, which I would immediately eliminate because I hate rodents. I actually had this happen in our garage not too long ago with mice. Tons of, and these weird shrews. I don't know if you guys have ever seen shrews. They're ugly-ass looking mole things that were in my garage. And they jump scare me. They just pop around things and make this, face at me. I punch them. I wouldn't actually punch them, but I did kill all of them. I brutally murdered all of them. But no, I would approach this situation like a man. And once I realize it was probably paranormal, then maybe I'll pull up my camera if there's nothing I can do. But it depends, because if it's something else, like, you know, say, I don't know, like that cemetery clip we watched, I would record that. But if it's in my house, if it's in my personal house, I probably wouldn't honestly pull up my camera right away. Serena with a 0, Meow with a 1, Lila with a 1, and Darwin with a 1. So yeah, we all agree that one was ass as well.
TikTok user Hevelista says he made the terrible mistake of fooling around with a Ouija board at his home in Germany. And, of course, it did not go well.
Leute, ich schwöre euch bei Gott, diese Tür von dieser Uhr, ne? Die ist eben einfach aufgegangen. Ich wollte mich gerade schlafen legen, auf einmal ist die aufgegangen. Die ganzen Tage ist die nicht aufgegangen und jetzt gerade hat die sich einfach geöffnet, Digga. Bro, ich kack mir in die Hose fast. Wenn hier irgendwas in diesem Raum ist, dann macht diese Tür auf. Wenn hier irgendein Geist oder so drin ist und du mich hören kannst, dann mach diese Tür
What
auf.
are we looking at here? What is this thing? Is it a doorbell? Or a clock? Looks like a clock. That's super high up for some reason. So it is a
Bro,
clock.
ich schwöre bei Gott, ich schwöre auf meine Mutter, hier ist keine Schnur oder so, nicht, dass ihr denkt, ich verarsche euch, Bruder. Guck mal. Guck mal. Hier ist keine Schnur, nix, ich schwöre auf meine Mutter. Gar nix.
Come on, ain't that scary though, is it?
Ich hab Gänsehaut. Gänsehaut, Bruder. Gänsehaut am ganzen Körper. Gänsehaut. Gänsehaut am ganzen Körper. Ich schwöre meine Mutter, guck. Guck.
Bro, is his leg, does he have no foot? Is that a nub? What is that?
Oh my God.
Oh, he's wearing socks. I was like, dude, what the fuck? That looked like nubs. The sock was blended with the sheets. I was like, what? Or it was like his foot was backwards or something. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is going on with this guy's leg?
Oh my
Never
God.
mind.
Oh my God.
False nub alert.
Diese Ouija-Boards genau hier. Diese Ouija-Boards genau hier dran. Mein Herz ist am Rasen, Bruder. Mein Herz ist am Rasen. Mein Herz ist am Rasen.
The door of an antique clock hanging on the wall opens up by itself, after which the pendulum just drops right out of the clock's frame. TikTok user Hevelista says that's about enough. And the very next day, he burns both.
His arms also didn't look like the hair was standing up. It just looked like hairy ass arms. I don't know. I don't have that hairy of arms. I'm not that hairy of a person. I mean, you can't see, but I don't have a lot of body hair like on my arms or my legs compared to like that guy. Just looked like a hairy monster.
The clock and the Ouija board. But this begs the question, what would you do? Would you just burn it all? Let me know. Really quick,
What a terrifying fucking thumbnail that is. Why? A demonic child that's supposed to be running from a demonic other child. Why? I mean, someone edited that kid to have black eyes. Ugh. Why? What a horrible thing. False nubbler is crazy. Dude, for real, that scared me for a second. I was like, dude, what's wrong with this guy's leg? Footless. Have you been keeping up with the new scary movies of this? No, I haven't. So I'm trying to think. The last one that, oh, okay. So I don't know if it counts as a scary movie. I think it does. Is it called Sinners? Is that what with Michael B. Jordan, Sinners, with the vampire movie? Great movie. I love that. Other than that, I don't know that I'm trying to think. I haven't watched a lot of movies lately. Man, there is another one. I know there's another one that we watched. So my fiance is a mega scary movie nerd. That's her favorite thing. And I'm like, I'm not a big movie person. I like Marvel movies. At least, not anymore really, but I used to. I like action movies, war movies, stuff like that. She likes the scary movies, which sometimes I like them. Sinners was awesome because it was totally different. It's never been. I don't think that's ever been done before. At least I haven't seen anything like that. So it was refreshing to see that. Yeah, that was awesome, and it was so weird and cool. And I wasn't that excited to watch it at first, but I'm really glad I did. And I'm trying to think if there is another one I watched not too long ago that I thought was really good, but I cannot remember what it was. I cannot remember. The Michael Jackson thumbnail. So you guys liked it too. Okay. 10 out of 10. Yeah, that was a good movie. Because I watched the one, I think it was Jordan. Is it Jordan Peele that makes from Key and Peele, the guy that directs all those scary movies? I don't know if he did Sinners, but it felt like one of his movies. The one with the aliens that would like abduct people and eat them. It wasn't that long ago. It was like the people on a farm, and there was like aliens moving in the clouds like ships or something like that. It's been a while since I've seen it, but that was a good one. That was a while ago now. That was probably a year or so since we watched that one. Exactly. Vampire movies are hard to categorize. Yeah, exactly. But that was so well done and creepy, and how their eyes like had that little red flicker in them. I thought that was really cool. Haley Steinfeld. Yep. Black Panther director. Oh, okay. So Ryan Coogler. Yeah, he killed that. Yeah, Nope. Nope is the movie. Yep. Serena and Lila got that one. Yep. That was a good one. And I think he did, the guy that did that movie did another one. That was really good. I know I watched and these movies have been out for a long time. Or at least a while. I just, like I said, I don't watch movies. I'm not up to date with them, but the movies where I forget the name. It's where you can't make a noise and those alien creatures come down from outer space and they're like running on all fours, killing people. And you can't. It's got the guy from The Office in it, John Krasinski or whatever. They keep going like this. There's the one with the cat, the little white cat. You guys don't know what it is. Those I watched I think there's 2 of those. Those are really good. Other than that, I know there's one I'm forgetting. Quiet Place. Yep. There's 2 Quiet Place movies, and I think that's all there was. I'm not sure, but I watched both of those. The one with the John Krasinski guy, and then the one with the cat. Dude, those movies are so good. Like seriously, how would you even fight those fucking things? Like they move so fast, and like I feel like I could duck to the side. And I feel like, I'm not going to lie, I feel like I can land at least a couple good shots on those fuckers. They got long, like, stabby fucking arms. I feel like I could use my kukri blade and cut one of those arms off. And I can at least drive one of those blades up into his heart. And get a couple good shots on him. He's probably going to kill me. But if you don't, I guess this is a question, too, that we were talking about this at work. What's the biggest animal that you guys think you could kill with your bare hands, if you had to kill it? Life or death. Now, I'm not saying you would want to kill this animal, but if you had to, what's the biggest animal that you think you could kill? And mine is a mountain lion. I think I could kill a mountain lion. No bullshit. I think I could. And I'm talking about a Midwest. Now, I'm not talking about the giant mountain lions out in like Wyoming or Montana. I'm talking about the mountain lions that are slightly smaller in Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Nebraska. Those mountain lions, they're slightly smaller. If you guys remember, there's a Colorado guy not too long ago that killed one when he was out hunting with his bare hands because it attacked him. So it can be done. I'm telling you. Yeah, bare hands. Serena says a chicken. Oh, come on. I think you could take Yeah, you might be right, chicken. I was going to say a goat or something. Don't you think you could take a goat? Because, like, what's it going to do? I mean, don't you think you could, like, choke it out? Choke that fucker? Yeah, I mean, it's different for women, obviously. It's more of a question, I guess, for guys, because obviously we can take bigger things, but I think most women could take, like, a goat or a pig. Maybe not a pig. Pigs are actually pretty, if you've ever dealt with pigs before, they're actually pretty strong and durable. Like, you can kick a pig as hard as you can, and you won't even hurt it. Goat going to possess you? Probably. Dude, that'd be so funny if she was trying to take a goat, and the goat, like, it's like a goat with horns, and it just rams her through the barn. A medium-sized dog? That's fair. That's realistic. That's fair. And that would still be, tough. But I think with any animal, like especially a predator, like a mountain lion, my strategy is my hands are on the back of my neck. If it gets to that point, I'm gonna use my elbows to roll out of its fucking. I mean, it's gonna claw me to shit. That's what's gonna put me in a bad spot. I'm not gonna come out unscathed. However, and I'm not saying I would win 10 out of 10 times. I'm just saying that's the biggest animal that I potentially could beat. Because as soon as I get a mountain lion in a chokehold, it ain't coming out. I'm sorry, it ain't. I'm gonna choke it to death. Yeah, I think that's the biggest animal I could take. There's no way. I think I could take like a chimpanzee. Even though they're super strong, I think I could knock one out. I really do. We actually went to the Omaha Zoo like this last summer, and we saw like the chimpanzees that were there and like their skeletons. Dude, they're so tiny. I guarantee, like I wouldn't want to fuck with a gorilla because they would kill me in seconds. But a chimpanzee, I know they're stronger. I'm not gonna win in a grappling match. I'm saying I'm gonna give it the 1, 2, boom, boom, just knock it the fuck out, and then after that, I'm just gonna beat on it. But they're not that big. I'm gonna say a mountain lion. A fainting goat. You think you could take a fainting? See, but does that count? Does a fainting goat count? Because I guess it does. I mean, I guess it does technically. That's pretty smart. Because it would just faint and you just beat the shit out of it. But do you think you could still kill it when it's on the ground unconscious? Because you still got to put your hands on it, You still got to, or put your knee on its neck. Dealing with wild animals, survival adrenaline seems, I don't know what OD means, but I assume you're talking about how it'd be tough. Yeah, no, it would be. And again, I'm not saying I would beat a mountain lion 10 out of 10 times. There's definitely scenarios I would lose, but I'm telling you, I really do believe if I was in a scenario where I had to fight a mountain lion, I would be confident I could win. And I might get eviscerated and lose, but at least I'm going to die with confidence. I'm not running away. 100 men versus 1 gorilla, what side are you on? That's a good question. I have gone back and forth on this so many times. And I genuinely believe that 1 gorilla would beat 100 men. Because, and it depends. I mean, if you have 100 men jumping on this gorilla, only so many people can hurt this gorilla at a time. But how are you even going to hurt a gorilla? Like, what are you going to do to it? Because their necks are so thick, I don't think you could choke out a gorilla. You can't knock it out. Their skulls are ginormous. You don't have enough weight or motion to even rattle their brain. And we don't have canines to bite them. So my big thing was with like that whole debate. 100 men is a lot, and yeah, you could theoretically tire it down. But even when you get it tired, and say it gets down in the fetal position, it's just blocking. How are you going to kill it? Because it's going to protect itself. So I still think it's just going to get tired, and yeah, it's going to get down eventually and just protect itself while these savage men are beating on it, and then it eventually just gain some energy and just grab a guy by the face, rip his face off, throw him 10 yards, punch the other guy, kill him instantly. I think the gorilla would win. The chimp part, nope. Yeah, dude, was that the part where it like eats the kid? No. That's another movie, I think. Or no, maybe that was a dog. That was a dog. Yeah, the one in Nope you're talking about is where it's like on a movie set and it kills me. I'm telling you. Again, I think a chimp could kill me for sure. It depends on who it depends on the fight scenario, I think. If a chimp grabs me, it's gonna throw me around for sure. But again, a chimp doesn't know how to put me in a headlock, and I do. I know how to use a headlock. I'm putting that chimp in a headlock, and I'm gonna strangle him to death. He's gonna die, and I do think I could punch him. I think I could rattle his brain. You know, he can bite me and tear my arm off probably. Because yeah, chimps are insanely strong. They have literally ripped the face off human beings before, but those are like women. No offense. I mean, they just weren't. They were just innocent women that were older, elderly women, and I'm sure they've killed men as well. But I'm not just any woman or man. I'm Big Bill. I'm killing that fucker. I'm killing it. A fainting mountain lion. I would kill that too. All right, see you, Meow. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you a lot. Yeah, we'll be back next Friday. But no, we're not going to root for the Hawkeyes. No, we don't do that. Cyclones, baby. Iowa State Cyclones. All day, every day. We got about another 10 minutes in the stream. 5-10 minutes. We'll say 10 minutes. So anything you want to ask me, now's the time. And we'll talk. We're just open talking. I do need to find that body cam footage. We'll watch that next stream. If I forget, remind me. Do you think a man's face is stronger than a woman's face? Like, do you mean like durability wise? Because yes, I do. I think a man can take more damage than a woman for sure. In terms of like the beating, yeah, absolutely. Because I feel like I don't know, is a man's skull bigger than a woman's skull? It's got to be, right? Because it's got to be. There's no way it's not. Like, men are just bigger creatures, like just a baseline on the, you know, normal. I guess the average woman versus the average man. A man's bigger. How do you feel about Fortnite making a character after, or naming it? Oh, dude, I mean, I don't play Fortnite. Never have, never will. But if they did, it'd be awesome. I wouldn't be object to that. Hear me out, a fainting gorilla. Again, I mean, yeah. No. I don't think I could kill a fainting gorilla. Because even if it faints, I don't know how I'd kill it. I can't choke it out. Even if I got my knee on its neck, I don't think I could kill it. Because they're just so solid and massive. I don't think I could kill a gorilla. Even if it was unconscious. Like, just with my bare hands. Look up. Do you want me to look up if men's heads are bigger than women's? I can do that. Let's see. Are men's heads bigger than a woman's on average? What the fuck did I do? Okay. Yes, men's heads are on average larger than women's. Studies show average adult male head circumference is about 57 to 59 centimeters, while women's is 55 to 56. So it's not that much. Oh, but here's the important part. Male brains are typically 10 to 15% larger in volume. No offense. That's just Google telling me. I'm not even being sexist. However, this right under it says women's frontal lobes have more brain cells. So, yeah. That women might have more, baseline intelligence. Oh, look up Big Dill. don't think anything's gonna be like thebigdeal.com. Big Deal's #1 pickle festival. Is that what you're talking about? The pickle festival? Hold on, I'll show you. The pickle festival. Look at all this merch. There's pickle merch. I mean, I don't mind pickles, but that's crazy. $49.99 for pickle yoga leggings. Oh, Big Deal images Fortnite? Okay, hold on. Big Deal Fortnite. Big Deal Fortnite. And then images. Wait, there actually is a Big Deal for... Hold on, I'll show you guys. Let me find a good picture of this. So there is a Big Deal Fortnite skin. Yeah, that's right. You can play as a red Big Deal. Whatever that green color is. I like this one. It's like Ninja Turtle. That's the one I would pick right there. No, yeah, they definitely need my skin for sure. For sure. Yeah. Lava, do you and Serena play Fortnite? I played it back in the day. I mean, we're talking 2016, like when it came out. And I don't even know if you could build yet. I'm sure you could. I never built because I was never good enough. I suck at those kind of games. I'm so bad at Fortnite. I would never even kill one person probably. But it was the point where when I played Fortnite, and I'm talking like 2016, 2017, somewhere in there, I would hide in bushes and just wait until like the circle would close and hide to the next bush. Why is he naked? Yeah, I mean they could at least given him pants. Lava is the #1 for. Is he really? Do you guys remember? So me and Serena and Lava used to play. Oh, what was it called? It was Call of Duty something. Call of Duty was it Warfare or Modern? No, Warzone. And Lava was really good at that. I was terrible. I'm like average probably. I'm probably like average at best. I'm not that good. But Lava was pretty good. You got caught up in the meme of it? Like, what do you mean? Like, just, like, what do you mean? You were just playing because of the memes? Warzone days, yeah. Yeah, those are fun. Yeah, I haven't played. Battlefield came out, kind of recently, and I was gonna buy it, but I just never ended up buying it. I bought the college football game. But really, I've just been playing Minecraft. Arc Raiders, nope, never played it. Never played Arc Raiders. I think I've heard of it. I've seen like Instagram clips of it where it's like the most savage people on the game, like where there's no mercy, just killing people and talking shit. So it looks cool. Is it just like open world, like survival kind of thing? Because I like those kind of games. Those are fun. The frontal lobe is decision... excuse me. The frontal lobe is the decision-making and discipline. Yeah, I can see that. That's why women don't do stupid shit. Alright, see ya, Darwin. Thanks for tuning in, brother. Appreciate you. We got about another 3 minutes left of tonight's stream. My stream is saying that it could be lagging again, so we'll see. But yeah, if you got anything to say, questions, now is the time. Otherwise, in about 2 minutes now, we'll be logging off. Ark is you go in and try to get loot to extract, and everyone got proximity chat. It's a social. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I do like the proximity chat in games. That's funny as fuck. The only game I can relate to that is Rust. I don't know if you ever heard of that. I'm sure you have. But I played that with a buddy. Again, I'm not very good at it, but it's so fun. Rust and Ark are some of my all-time favorite games. I used to be pretty good at Ark back in the, 2018, 2019 days. Haven't played it in a long time, but Rust is fun. I suck at it, but it's just still fun. It's scary. It's a scary-ass game. Yeah, I like those kind of games. Yeah, I'm thinking we'll do, we'll show off that body cam footage if I can find it. I'm sure I can. Maybe we'll save that for the end of the next stream. And then, we'll watch more Nuke's Top 5s. But, yeah, I think today was a successful stream. I appreciate everyone tuning in. We had, I don't know how many people we had tuning in, but it was like 15 or 16. So not bad. Did you get a PS5 for The Last of Us 2? I did get a PS5. I did not play Last of Us 2. I love the first one. I heard bad things about the second one, so I never played it. And then I saw the scene where Joel's killed, and I was like, man. I don't know. So I never played it. I saw most of the cutscenes for it. But honestly, I have only bought, so Spider-Man games, I think the first Spider-Man came out on PS4. The Miles Morales came out on PS5, I think, and then that second Spider-Man game, that had both of them in it, I bought that one. That was a really good game, because I love the Spider-Man games. The college football games, man, I don't know what else. I don't have many games for PS5, to be honest. Play it, Last of Us 2. If I can find it on sale, I like those kind of games, and I like zombies, and I like zombie games, so I would enjoy it, no doubt. Oh, really? Best? Okay. I'll have to check it. I'll have to see. I haven't been on the PSN store in a while. I'll have to see if it's on sale. I'm sure it is by now, right? It's been out for forever, I feel like. I'm really just waiting for GTA 6 to come out, which feels like it's never going to happen. But I have never, GTA games that's my bread and butter. Those are my favorite games ever made. When GTA 4 came out, the hype was unreal. When GTA 5 was coming out, the hype was unreal. When GTA 5 came out, I was still in high school. And I took that day off. I called in sick or whatever. And stayed home and played GTA. Yeah, I think GTA 6 that'll be the game. But who knows if that ever happens anymore. But yeah, I think we're gonna call it there, guys. I think we're gonna end the first stream back. I appreciate everyone who tuned in. I think I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys did too. Again, we're going to try to do this every Friday. We'll see if that schedule works. If not, I can always adjust. But if I can't do a Friday night for some reason because something comes up, which sometimes it does, I'll just move it to like a Saturday night or a Sunday night or something like that. But as for now, the plan is to do Friday nights. And yeah, so we'll go from there. So I appreciate everyone tuning in. Lava Serena, thanks for tuning in. Darwin, Baljeet, I wish I could see everyone that's here right now, but it doesn't show me that. Lila, thank you for tuning in. Meow, Ashley, both Ashleys. Chad Ironballs, I love Chad Ironballs. Weather balloon. I'm missing a few. But yeah, I so appreciate you guys. You have no idea. I really thought that when I posted that first video that no one was going to comment, and I'm like, oh, this could be bad. But fortunately, you guys all were just there, like, instantly. I couldn't, and I messed up the fucking video because I fucking tried to blur a license plate, and it fucking blurred. I had to cut the entire first scene out because it blurred the whole. I'm like, oh, and I can't fix it. So I couldn't delete it because you guys commented right away, which I was happy about. So I was like, okay, we'll chalk this up to a win. Thank you, Serena. I appreciate you. Appreciate you as well, Lila. Lava, you as well. You guys take care. I'll see you guys next Friday. Now, I'm going to see if I can end the stream. It's been a long time. I'm pretty sure I just clicked this one button over here. But you guys stay safe. If you see anything, remember, own the space. Dominate it. I don't care who you are. Let them know that Big Dill sent you. It'll clear it up no matter what. If it's a skinwalker, a dogman, a wendigo, or a poltergeist, doesn't matter. Just tell them that I sent you. They'll fuck off.